But like I said early in the show, we have a big guest, a big interview lined up for you guys. We have Big Sounds in the building. Hold on, Big Sounds. I have you right now. Hold on. Hi,
Sure.
how you doing?
We are doing great.
That's good. All right, so everybody's in attendance right now, right?
Right now, we got everybody, all of the Big Sounds Better crew, huddled around the phone.
All right, that's what's up,
Beautiful
man.
here, Clark.
That's what's up. So let the people know who you guys are and where you represent and what your sound is all about.
Sure. Well, I guess I will begin it. My name is Andy Box. I am luckily the front man for the Big Sounds Better. The whole vision of our crew was founded and created by our drummer and our leader, Mike Pro. Big Sounds Better is really our whole musical philosophy, man. We just want to make alternative, timeless music, using live instrumentation, bringing, live music back, fusing genres together, blending it together with a nice big sound, something that everybody can really enjoy and listen to from all ages, whether it be, somebody who's 50, somebody who's 5 years old, something that everybody can dance to and like.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, tell me how you got yourself involved with music.
Um,
Each
well,
of
for
you.
me,
You go.
this is Mike Pro, the drummer,
Okay.
CEO of this corporation. It started pretty much from birth. My mom's a drummer, my dad's a musician. So I kind of didn't have a choice or an option when it came down to music. It was something I was birthed with. So I just felt the need to have to pursue that all the way.
Okay, cool. And anybody? I want to hear from everybody.
I'm sorry, say it again?
I like to hear from everybody, like how they got themselves involved in music, because not everybody take the leap of faith and go straight into music. Some people be like, you know what, I started off of gospel. I know one of your keyboardists started in gospel. You know what I mean? So it's like how that happened and how the transition into the big sounds better. Like explain how you got to that process.
What's up, man? This is VX. I'm and most of the keyboardists for Big Sound Better. I got into music at a very, very early age. I started playing drums in church when I was about 3, 4 years old.
Okay.
Just being in church, I also attended a music program called Harlem School of the Arts for a little while, and just being around there, being in that environment helped me grow from not even just being a drummer, but to I play piano and I also play bass as well. So being in church was part of a big part of my musical journey.
Wait,
I guess
quick question for Jeremy. Now you say you was raised in the church, right?
yes, sir.
All right, so when your family or your mother or dad found out that you was like, let me do this alternative music, did they was negative towards that decision of yours?
Oh no. They was completely supportive the whole way from the early ages, from the time they bought me my first drum set at 4 years old, and really until right now. They still supportive. They support me chasing my dream, honestly.
Because you know sometimes the pastor parents, the mom and dad, you be like, get the rebuke it. You know what it is.
I mean, honestly, my parents and I, we had our little back and forth. Coming out of high school, trying to figure out what I wanted to study in college. They wasn't necessarily too thrilled about me wanting to study music, but as the time passed, they got to see how serious and how good I am at music. So now they're completely in support of me doing music as a full-time career.
Okay, that's good. That's what's up. What about AI? Like, how you got yourself involved in music?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going
It's
on?
AI. I've always played guitar since I was a kid. Just grew up on a lot of classic rock. My dad was was a big proponent of classic rock and like '80s rock. And I grew up on all that stuff like heavy metal and just rock and roll from Megadeth to Guns N' Roses to everything in between and above and beyond. Never thought I'd be in a like hip hop pop band. Joined up with guys, kind of random situations that just led us all together. About a year and a half, about close to 2 years ago at this point, and just loved the vibe. And we switched over from playing mostly rock music to pop and hip hop, R&B, and all that stuff. And there's still some rock elements that we maintain on some of the songs. Been playing since I was a kid. Never really took it seriously up until recently, and now it's my entire life. And these guys have been amazing in guiding me as a musician, rather than as somebody that was previously kind of a hobbyist, to be honest with you.
All right.
So now this is my entire life.
What about Mike Pro? I didn't hear from him.
Yeah, you kind of did. You was the second one.
Yeah, I was the second person to speak. I'm the drummer. I'm the one who kind of orchestrated to put this whole situation together, so to speak.
Right. So what do you guys, like, as you progress in your career, right? Sorry about that. As you progress in your career, do you guys face any, like, adversity amongst the group?
All the time.
So can you give us an example? Like the song choice or which chord?
I mean, listen, it's six guys from 6 different backgrounds, 6 different personalities. You bring that all together, and having only known each other in, at best, maybe a year and a half to 2 years, it can be pretty stressful. You know what I'm saying? It can be pretty stressful and frustrating sometimes, but when you're dealing with people who are like-minded and you have a common goal, you know what I'm saying, and understand respect, loyalty, and all those other things that make good relationships work, then it makes for a good situation. So we managed to talk through it and accomplish our goals and still stay on course.
Okay, that's good. So when did you realize that this is what we have something going on moving forward, and we should continue on the same path? Like, what incident happened? It could be good or bad to make you say, well, listen, we got to continue with this and move forward. Like, if you could give me an example or experience, I'll greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, sure. So we all met in New York in 2016, and then after being a production company and making records, Mike Pro, to make a long story short, decided that he wanted to move the company down to South Florida. So after moving to South Florida, we were mainly a production company, and there was this one venue called The Garden, which was owned by one of our friends, Demroy Lewis, who is an old reggae head, legend of the scene, great bassist. And we would go to the club and we would play like open mic format. And, BX would hop on keys, Alex would hop on guitar, Mike would be on drums, I'd be on vocals. And then just from us performing in that outlet, people were like, yo, you guys are dope. Like, what's your name of your band? And we're like, we don't have a band. We're just a production company. And it was kind of that influence from those shows as just an open mic setting that just kind of made us realize, maybe we should be a band. Maybe we should be putting out original music as a group. So I would say that was probably one of the biggest influences that kind of pushed us in this band direction.
That's what's up. So why the name Big Sounds Better?
Because it's true.
Because it is true. Big does sound better. And our whole musical philosophy is about making maximalist music, right? So the music industry, according to our whole group philosophy right now, is caught in a minimalist age. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring a maximalist big sound back, not only to the mainstream, but also to the underground. And to us, big sounds better, big looks better, big feels better, big is better. So we decided on that name so that as soon as people hear it, they know what it is that we're all about. We're all about big music, maximalist music, and big sounds better.
See, the whole big sounds better thing came about as to, like, how could we describe our music? Like, one word to describe our music and what we do, and big was the word. So, it just kind of went from big and unfolded to just this big sounds better thing. I mean, that's pretty much, as Andy said, how I think about it.
All right, because at first, when I first seen the name without looking at the fellows group website, y'all website, I like Big Sounds. I'm like, because I'm a DJ, right? So when we say Big Sounds, and I'm a Caribbean DJ, so when you say Big Sounds, I'm thinking like a DJ that spin records and you have a big sound, because we call them big sounds. I mean, you have multiple people within the group, music group. But until I actually went on the website, I said, "Oh, okay, all right, it makes sense. It makes sense." And I listened to a few of your tracks, like "Beautiful Life." It's really good. I really appreciate it. So, can you please tell me like what the thoughts went into that?
What thoughts went into what? I'm sorry, we didn't hear that.
"Beautiful Life."
Beautiful Life. Well, the production on it, it's ironic because the record was created at a jam session at this place called Gigi's Music Cafe. Mike was on drums during this jam session, and he kind of came up with this groove. And then we took that idea, brought it to the studio, and Mike and BX kind of built it. And then they had the idea of just making, this really uplifting, positive record about, just simple pleasures. So as the lyricist, I just kind of ran with that off of their idea, and it burst into something nice.
That's what's up. So, I see you have a lot of songs in your catalog. So, can you, each of you, tell me which song do you favorite the most?
Can't tell you that. One that you ain't heard yet.
Which one is that? Which one is that?
Right now.
Oh, it's in the process of being done?
Yeah, we're actually about to release a record real soon. DOAD, Declaration of a Dream.
Okay.
And that's going to be a pretty big record, we believe. So that's probably one of my favorites. But again, like everybody else is saying, my sentiment is the same. It's too many of them to choose from to say that we actually like the best. I am actually proud to say that I like a lot of everything that we do. So I give you top 20. Right.
I mean, can you give top 20? All right, so break it down to top 5.
Nah, that's too many. I mean, top 5?
Top 5. Top 5. You got top 20, you could at least pick up top 5.
I don't know. Top 5?
I would say save this.
I can't do it in order.
There's no order. No order. Just pick it.
Yeah. It's hard, man, because we got stuff that you guys haven't heard yet, hasn't been released yet, that we're excited to release that's coming up. So, I mean, it's really hard for us as the production team, the producers, the writers, the musicians on this project to really say which one we like the most. Because honestly, I don't think we let anything go that we didn't like.
And we have a full length that is coming out later in the year, and we couldn't even cut it down to less than 18 songs. We got 18 songs on the full length.
Oh, wow.
So it's like we got a lot of music, a lot of stuff. Personally, me, there's this one record that I wrote, that we wrote, called Wonder Woman, and my older brother died of a heroin overdose in 2011.
My condolences,
so,
man.
oh well, thank you. So that record, I kind of put myself in his shoes and wrote it from the struggle of a heroin addict in today's day and age. So I would say personally, that's probably the record that I have the most connection to.
Okay. All right, so as I just based on reading the bio, you guys are independent artists, right? Or independent group.
Sir.
So would you, if an opportunity came your way, will you sign to a major music label, or you will remain independent?
Oh, feel that question. All right.
We'll let Michael feel that question.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. There's very little a label can do for us right now outside of really just getting us publicity and distribution, major distribution, and getting us out there publicly. Outside of that, we've managed to do everything so far on our own. Our website, our recordings. We have a studio, a full-fledged recording studio with really good equipment. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we need much from a label. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we are currently trying to build our own situation so that we don't have to rely on anybody for anything in any area. But for the right price, I mean, everybody has a price for anything, but I'm gonna be honest, it'd be very difficult to negotiate something with us at this point that will be more beneficial to them than it would for us. And I don't know in most cases that a label wants to sign with somebody that they benefit less from than they do the actual client. So I don't know. It would really have to be beneficial and something that we all mutually agreed on.
Okay. All right, as well. At least you truthfully answer that question, because most people be like, oh, they'll be like, they'll jump on that bandwagon to get that major deal. And I think, to me, independent is the way to go, because you get control of everything, your masters, your name, your lyrics, everything, man. And ownership is better than giving it away. I'm just saying.
Listen, we have not slighted ourselves in no way, at the least, when it came to doing this. We have made sure we have covered ourselves in every area, all the way from our production to our publishing. We have covered ourselves. So if as much as we can possibly retain all of that control, we plan to. You see what I'm saying? Again, at this point, it would only be, at best, you could probably partner with us and maybe, you know what I'm saying, help out in some type of way where you get a very minimal percentage or something. But right now, you know, we've invested our lives into this, and we're not about to throw it away to give it away to somebody else to do what they want with it. And on top of it, it's a movement that we're starting. So I'm not about to take this movement and hand it over to somebody else to manipulate or, you know what I'm saying, fondle or do anything to it that we originally, the vision that we set out for doesn't, you know what I'm saying, get accomplished in that. So to all you record labels listening.
All right. So listen, do you have any, like, or do you have, let me rephrase this. Have you ever experienced or went through a misconception directed towards your band and your brand?
Any misconceptions?
Misconceptions, meaning like you sound like somebody or your guys are not good enough. Like, have you encountered or faced it?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. From and very as humbly as I can, from the moment we have agreed to be a band and started producing music as a band, the consensus has been that we have a different sound. We're just different, you know what I'm saying? And it's different in a good way because nobody's doing what we're doing. We've gotten some hints towards things that we, you know, people say we kind of hint towards, or people that, you know, have already done things that kind of sound like what we're doing, but it's not. It's totally not the same. We're almost in a whole. We're almost in a whole different lane and a whole different genre by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And soon enough, we're actually about to release that genre to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say.
All right.
But
well,
you can almost kind of put it together with the music. If you listen to the music, you can hear that you can't really place us anywhere specifically. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's a mix of different things going on, and I like that because I don't want to be boxed in. I don't want us to be boxed into a situation where our audience is just limited. You see what I'm saying? We would like to be expandable to the masses across all mediums. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't want to limit ourselves in any way. And I think music is too big, as we say, to limit yourself. Like, why do that? Like,
true. Definitely agree with you on that one. So, I know this might be uncomfortable question to ask you, but have you guys experienced any groupie love lately?
Any groupie love? Oh man, every show we go to.
No.
If you have a significant other, do not answer.
All right. Well, here's the thing. A couple of us do, a couple of us don't.
All right, so the ones that don't answer.
All right, so what happens is when we at these shows, like, I mean, we do get a lot of attention, and it's good, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I think it is like a lot of people with a new band, and, you know, it's like, we're not from here, so I don't know, it really depends where we are, I'm going to be honest with you. That's really what it is. It really depends where we are.
Oh, let's not beat around the bush, all right? We're all a bunch of handsome fellas, all right? The groupies love us, the girls love us, they always come up to us after shows. It's unfortunate that some of us, you know, do have significant others, so we got to break their hearts.
Not unfortunate, baby. You didn't mean that.
But yeah, I mean, it's the truth. You know, when you're good-looking guys and you're playing good music, you know, it's we attract a lot of female attention.
So okay, so if you could answer this next question right here, what is the wildest groupie experience you have ever encountered?
The loudest?
The wildest. The wildest. But keep it PG. Do not TVMA.
Listen, man, we'll put that in the record, man. You'll get that in the record.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. All right. And what's the title of the record?
Listen, my kids might be tuned into this radio.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be a little careful of.
Yeah. Listen. That's why I say you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. Just say plead the fifth.
Listen, at the same time, my kids know who their dad are, but at the same time.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But listen, I know most of you guys are from up north, and I know You guys are gonna get in better weather than we are facing right now, and I kind of envy you right now.
It is beautiful down here. Let me tell you.
Listen, I was just back home in New York, man. I can't imagine upstate New York. You guys got to be freezing right now.
Listen, it's beyond freezing. Huh?
We're all from New York. I don't know if we mentioned that before.
Listen, right now it's frozen right here. We're not feeling. I'm not feeling this weather right now.
Y'all ain't our prayers. I don't miss it at all.
I don't blame you, man. But sorry to cut you guys short. We got to go to a commercial break, and I want to say thank you for letting people know who you are as a brand, as a group, and I wish nothing but the best for you moving forward, man.
Thank you very much, man. You know,
Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you for having us. Keep playing our music, man.
We definitely will. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You too, bro. Take it easy. Thank you.
And that was the Big Sounds Better Music Band right here on 88.9 FM WNYO, Oswego, New York.